good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you go ahead and tell me your name?
My name is Eli Signs, and I'm a collective member here at Treasure City Thrift. Before this, I have actually been in retail for 14 years. I started with corporate jobs, and I've done management jobs, been a store manager for several places, Journeys, Hot Topic, Urban Outfitters, and it just wasn't something that worked for me because of racism. There were many situations where was thrown under the bus, or I got blamed for something that was not my fault, or my efforts were not recognized or seen because I specifically am a black person.
Like every job I take, well, maybe not every job, a lot of jobs I've taken, part of it has been like, how can I give back to where I'm from? How can I give back to the Latino and people of color of Austin, and particularly on the east side? Like, it's not that like we represent the entire Latino community, but when people come in here and they see, they're like, oh, you kind of look or seem Mexican American, or like, I heard you speaking Spanish, and oh, it's my accent. And then I like that they feel connected enough to like come to me and ask me questions, tell me things, sometimes a lot more than they need to.
What this is at this point is a meeting place for people. This is a very diverse clientele. We have only Spanish speakers, we have only English speakers, we have people that are just here visiting. If we're doing our job right, we're benefiting the community that we're in. And we're doing that by giving living wages. At Treasure City, we try and have the things that one would need, like pants, shirts, cooking items at super low cost. So you could come in and for $10 get something to wear to go get a job or go on your date or whatever it is that you're about to do. But then also we have some higher end things like higher end jewelry and higher end electronics and things like that we're trying to make more money off of so that we can keep those necessities low. So in the way that we power share and the way that we price things, it's all very thoughtful about trying to benefit the community that we're in and not just making sure our profit margin is good.
So every 3 months, we have three local organizations or charities that we give money to. And right now, the three charities that we are donating to are going to be Undoing Racism, Adapt, and the Austin Harm Reduction Coalition.
We started out giving Inside Books $50 a month. We all worked very hard. It would have been a lot easier for us to give $5 each to make that $50. But Treasure City produced $50, and now we give them $1,200 a month. We sustain over 60% of their operational costs.
We could like give funding to things that are treatment for things, or we could give funding to things that are prevention, or we could give funding to things that are like an art therapy sort of thing. And then my everyday, like just getting to put a lot of choice into how the store works and, well, yeah, where the money goes. Just like any little thing we do can count as like a tiny social change thing.
Does that make the day-to-day like really fulfilling?
Not like, maybe not like every task, right? Because I didn't imagine I'd be working in a store, but it all adds up to it. Like I really like that we're serving the East Side community, and I've been a ton of other thrift stores recently and seen that, oh yeah, we're definitely the cheapest. I like that people can buy stuff here for really cheap, and that we put out a lot of free things for people that don't have a home or like can't afford to be buying new or even used.
A lot of the things that we do in the store, I've never had the liberty of sitting down with a group of people and making decisions and coming to a decision without having to answer to a bigger boss. And there's none of that. And so, any decision we make, all we have to do is sit down and just talk about it.
It's also this big, fun, crazy experiment. Yeah, they chose a thrift store to be the way to like fund themselves, fund other groups, like fight capitalism, be into zero waste. But it's a store. And there's no, like, we have no bosses. We're all, like, the six of us that are working right now all have equal power, and yet still it's a store. So I don't know why the original people chose for it to be a store, but I think it's working out, and I think that's amazing.